All right. We already established the fact that it's trying to make a inverse head and shoulder, right? Our resident expert Sandra pointed out this is creating a inverse head and shoulder. So we exactly knew this. And coming back here at pivot, uh, it was a confluence of the resistance right here. So we were waiting for it either to break out. At this point, it can do only two things: either get rejected and does not create the head and shoulder, or it breaks out and go at the side, and we can actually look for it going long on a retest of the pivot, and we could have taken this trade for about this height, right? Because of the neckline, we take the trade. So would be about somewhere about fib 2. Okay, so that was our two possibility here. It did not break this trend line, the neckline, and the pivot. So we were looking at the short trade. Okay, at this point, it threw a doji or a spinning top at the pivot. We should have dropped at this point, dropped down on a 5-minute chart to look for entry. Okay, but I was concentrating on pound USD to go long, and I was talking to John about the what do you call but the Twitter. Okay, we should have gone long somewhere around here on break of this trend line on a 5-minute chart. So we would have gotten entry somewhere here. Okay, we missed that boat. So the other option was to go back, and we couldn't go short here because we would have to put our stop loss behind here somewhere about 35, 36 pip. It's not feasible, okay, because we're targeting this area, which is about 25, 26 pip. Okay, so back again, we had a two choice: let it go or wait for retracement. Okay, I was hoping that this candle would go up and retest this level here and give us the entry. That didn't happen. Okay, so next best thing. Okay, as you know, I watched too many things. Okay, this is where we got in. So I dropped down to 5 range chart to get my entry. Okay, I went in on break of this trend line. The next candle on a 5 range, I don't know if you can see it now. Let me blow this thing up. Okay, so trying to break of this trend line. Okay, and when this candle took this candle down below this, we went short here. Okay, and my target was the previous swing low, a little bit shy of that at the 62%. One of the reasons was shy is because of the spread. Second, sometimes it does not actually meet or get to the double bottom. It just shrinks or retrace back up after a few pips, before a few pips is before you're making the double bottom. Okay, so that was my entry because I realized it's not gonna go all the way back up here, so I had to drop down to 5 range chart to get the entry. Make sense, Sang? I know you probably were surprised, like why did I go in while I was waiting for this thing here? But again, sometimes you have to make a split-second decision. That's saying, all right, most probably it's not gonna go down that route, so I'm just gonna get in right now. It was because I wanted to break this um, pivot, But as long as it was staying, not going up, and the dollar yen was going down, I was okay with it. Okay, because then the dollar yen will bring this pound yen down. If you have some resistance from the pound dollar, then it's a little difficult. But as long as the pound dollar is not going against, it's just hovering around the same area, then there is a potential that it's going to hit your target. So it was a little bit riskier because it was a little above the pivot. So I was keep watching it, and trust me, I was ready to close this trade if